Hello everybody out there in YouTube land, this is Tyler. This is going to be a message for all of those who is watching this video. Know who is there for you in the good and the bad times. Now I'm not trying to knock down those who are wanting to be friendly and show themselves approved and trustworthy in order to build a friendship and show that person that you want a friendship with him or her extremely badly. I'm not trying to knock down that, but for all of those who are showing themselves friendly and trustworthy into that person's eyes and always being there for that particular person, there's going to have to be a light bulb that's going to have to click in that person's head over a period of time that you are investing in that person and always being there and then showing yourself trustworthy in that person's eyes in order to build and be a friend to that person. Now, if you are investing constantly into that person, always being there, showing yourselves trustworthy unto that person's eyes, there should be a light bulb that should click in that person's head that should say, all right, this person wants a friendship with me. This person is showing proof that he or she is a real friend, always there, always proving himself or herself trustworthy. All of that should click in that person's head over a certain period of time. But what we have in our society is that it's the other way around. Whenever that it comes to a lot of people, whenever that you are constantly investing into someone and proving yourself trustworthy and always being there for that person, doing the good and the bad times, that person is just too blind to see it. So much so to the point of that person doesn't even care about you at all. And the only time that that person will so-called claim that he or she care, but overall he or she doesn't, is when that person gives you a call and always calling you whenever that he or she needs something from you. And that's the only time that you will hear from that person. Or that person is the opposite around, wants to build a friendship with you extremely badly, always speaking less every time that you come around, using shyness as an excuse, and then wants you to do all of the talking, wants you to do all the investing, wants you to do all of the pouring, wants you to be there for that person doing the good and the bad times, but that person doesn't even want to put nothing back in the same measure. And a lot of people play that game too. And I'm going to tell all of you something, that whenever that you recognize certain people like this that are not there doing the good and the bad times and want to play those games with you, it's going to have to click inside of you. You are going to have to move on. But I'm going to tell all of those who are still with so-called friends, who are still with a friend who has never been there for them, doing the good and the bad times, it's going to be a time period where you're going to be forced out of those friendships. You're going to be forced out of that friendship due to that person draining you mentally and physically over an amount of time. You're going to get real tired. Sometimes it may take years for you to get real tired. You're going to get fed up and move on with your life. Because the creator of the universe is forcing you out of that friendship, trying to show you somebody new. But the creator of the universe can't, just because you are wanting to hold on to that person who does not even care about you at all, who wasn't there for you during the good and the bad times at all. You're going to have to recognize who was there for you during the good and the bad times. And you're going to have to recognize it quickly. But like with some people, it takes years for the light bulb to click. This person doesn't even care. This person ain't even bothered. Out of all the investing, the pouring, proving myself trustworthy, that person is not bothered. Only time that I hear from this person is when he or she needs something. And this is the society of what we live in today. So I tell all of those that in 2021, you're going to have to start examining who your friends are and knowing who's there and who was not there. And these are the ones you have invested into for over a long consistency of time. And these same type of people ain't did nothing back in the return. Ain't invested back in the return. Was too blind to see that you wanted their friendship. And I'm not trying to put out the ones who like to speak less and then they so-called want your friendship and then they want you to do all the investing and stuff like that. I'm talking about them too, because they got a hidden agenda behind their motives. And their motives ain't even right at all. They go in that same category for those who wasn't even there for you. So make up your mind to get out of those friendships with people who wasn't there for you during the good and the bad times. I'm going to go on ahead and cut this video short. All of you have a great and wonderful day and evening.